First, let's go live to Queensland. The Queensland Premier, Anastasia Palaszczuk.
From Sir Thomas More that are actually doing home quarantine at the moment for 14 days. We are thanking you for doing the right thing for Queensland. We saw how well it worked in the Indooroopilly cluster when everyone did the right thing. Now we're asking every one of those families, because as we're seeing, we are seeing a few cases pop up from that cluster, but they are in their home quarantine. So that's a really big shout out to those families. So please continue to do the right thing, because you're helping Queensland. Okay, so we now have in the tests, we had some good testing numbers overnight as well, 14,506 tests. And yesterday, Queensland Health did 15,378 vaccines, which is fantastic. So we now have 56.39% of eligible Queenslanders with their first, 38.08% fully vaccinated. And of course, today, the vaccination program for 12 to 15-year-olds opens up, which is absolutely wonderful news. And I know that there's a lot of students out there that are looking forward as well to getting their vaccine. So it's a bit of families are going out and getting it together, which is great to see. In a good record as well, last week, Queensland Health did 146,182 vaccines, which is excellent. Boondall, which we opened up, delivered 7,095 in the first week, including 1,500 yesterday. So I want to thank everyone for coming out and getting their vaccines. We were down at Mount Warren Park the other day. They have delivered 894 since Friday, and they did 593 yesterday. And we also had that trial of the pop-up clinic for the NRL at Rocky. We had 129 people who got vaccinated and 492 at their normal vaccination centre. So that's wonderful to hear. I can also announce that we'll do it again in Mackay this weekend. So we've got some footy happening up there, and there'll be pop-up vaccination clinics there as well. And the Health Minister will give more information, but we're also opening a new vaccination centre today in Toowoomba. So as you can see, as we get more supply in from the federal government, we're able to open up more vaccination centres. And once again, can I encourage Queenslanders, now is the time to get your vaccine. Remember I said we've got this really clear window of opportunity at the moment. While we don't have a big Delta spread in Queensland, go and get vaccinated. Every single person who's getting vaccinated is helping out Queensland. The State Disaster Coordinator will give an update about the border bubble.
That's where we leave Anastasia Palaszczuk there. 2 new cases linked to the Sunnybank cluster. So that is concerning news, mildly concerning, but we heard there from the Premier that she thinks it's under control because the 2 new cases are already in quarantine. So not a risk to the community, but there will be extra provisions put in place for anyone linked with that school community. Looking at the vaccination rate in Queensland, it's still lower than most of the country. We heard the Premier say there that now is the time to get vaccinated if you are in Queensland, saying there's more supply from the federal government now.